It is your classic metal show right here on the classicmetalshow.com. That's Queensryche from the American Soldier release with If I Were King, that one going out by request to Mark Russell. We heard Saxon in there for our own Jackal in the chat room with Broken Heroes. And we heard Sanctuary with, I believe it was Revenge.
Okay.
Let's see who that was for. Oh, it's for Chuck in North Carolina. You wanted to hear Sanctuary. Looking Taste of Revenge. So
okay.
there you are.
There it is.
Yep. So there you are, taking care of your requests.
Of course.
All right. Well, do you have anything right off the bat?
I have plenty.
Oh, all right.
Let's start with one of your favorites.
Okay.
John Mellencamp.
Yes.
He was in my town recently.
Yes.
And he did not like my townsman. He apparently got very mad at the Cleveland fans and told them to shut the fuck up or he'll end the show.
Well, I mean, were they being rowdy? Were they being were they being naughty fans?
Well, we can explore it. Let me pull up a picture here. There he is, John Mellencamp, bringing it. What a weird thing he's doing with his hair.
Well,
what is that?
He's had that pompadour thing going on for quite a while.
Yeah, it just looks weird when your hair's like all thin on top. Reminds me of my dad that used to have like 4 hairs, but he'd do the pullover anyway.
Sure.
You know, it's sort of the same thing, but yeah, he well, before we even get to that, would you like to hear some of the performance from Cleveland?
Yeah, why not? Where did he play?
Playhouse Square.
Okay, because I know he's doing kind of a smaller venues. Oftentimes he does the shed shows in the summertime.
Sure.
But
we'll get into that fact too, because he made a point of throwing that into the crowd's face that paid $150 a ticket.
Yeah, I mean, he scaled down his show and he played here in Chicago. I think he was at the Chicago Theater, and I don't believe these theaters hold more than 4, maybe 5,000 people at the most.
At the most, but we'll get into him because I don't know. To me, he's just being a dick. But
well, I mean,
that's not unusual for him.
Well, as he gets older, though, he gets more and more liberal. He used to be the heartland rocker, blue collar guy, but he's become a little more political than usual, and very left leaning, almost socialist. Well, he said that he's more of a socialist.
Yeah. Well, there's really no politics in this story, as you'll see in a minute. He's just a fucking cunt.
Okay.
And we'll get to that here. But
all right.
But in fairness, let's play some. This is some video that my friend Bob that was at the show shot.
Okay.
So here you go. So there you have it.
What is up with the mechanic jumpsuit?
I don't know. Maybe because he's in Cleveland, he's doing a Devo thing.
I don't know. It's just like, are you ready to go out and work on your 55 Chevy?
Yeah. Well, he's a working man.
I guess so. So it's like that. It just seems bizarre. I mean, even his
His guitar.
guitar, Andy York
Hmm.
back there, he's wearing the jumpsuit.
That's his look, apparently.
Yeah, well, I know, but every time he goes out on tour, he has a theme with his stage and their attire and this,
Yeah,
that, and the other. But the whole, what the mechanics jumpsuit, it was kind of bizarre.
I'm expecting him to break out with
Hmm,
grease light.
exactly,
It's
exactly.
funny.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
Yeah. So he's out there. He's playing some shows, and he hits Cleveland. He's at Playhouse Square. Now, Playhouse Square, I've seen the only thing I've ever seen there. I don't know that I've ever seen a concert there. I know I did see Ain't Misbehaving there. When I fagged up and went to a play,
Oh, that was a play.
our musical. Yeah, it was a
Okay,
musical.
was this the wife's idea?
It was something she said she wanted for 20 years.
Okay,
And then we went, she hated it. But
so you were trying to be the good husband and please the wife and do something you wouldn't normally do, but you were
yeah.
just trying to be,
Yeah,
a, a good dude about it.
it was a Christmas present. I'd been asked for years to go.
Okay,
I always was like, I'm not doing that gay ass shit. I'm not
sure,
doing it.
sure.
Finally I did it. I would be lying if I said I did not have a good time, because I really did. I enjoyed it immensely.
Why
It
was there
was
naked chicks?
not naked chicks, but it was just I mean it wasn't the foofy nonsense of like Cats or whatever. It was like a lot of kind of Motown singing and a lot of
Okay,
it was almost like watching Good Times but with music.
James.
James,
Exactly,
I'm gonna sing you a song, James. You know,
exactly.
it's about what it was like. It was called Ain't Misbehaving.
All
It
right.
was actually entertaining, but the wife hated it because the performers jumped. Like, I got her front row. Like, I went all out on this stupid thing. The
All
tickets
right.
were expensive. I got front row,
Now,
and
her desire was to go to a play, or her desire was to go see this specific show.
a musical with me, but she wanted me to play the game, like
Okay.
the clothes,
Yeah, but she didn't care.
dinner.
She didn't care what musical. It wasn't a
No,
specific musical she wanted to see.
no,
She
she
just,
wasn't like, you got to get me Phantom tickets or I'm
oh,
not
okay.
going.
All right. Fair enough.
She had asked me to go to anything because I went to so many concerts, and I
Yeah.
never facilitated her wants, I guess.
Okay. All right.
So I went. And what ended up happening, I got front row seats. I wanted to have the best seats, literally at the best seats in the house.
Okay.
And what the singers and whatnot jumped off stage, and it was kind of like a sexualized performance a little bit,
Okay.
where like one of the singers was grinding his dick up in her face and stuff.
Okay.
And she just got all fucking pissy at me and swore that must have been why I did it, was to
Yep.
fucking,
Because you knew they were
because
going
I knew it was coming, right?
to.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Well,
needless to say, it didn't go well.
yeah. Well, I took my girlfriend and saw this already, so I already know what's going on.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. It's exactly what I think she thought was, you already know that this guy's going to rub his balls in my face.
Right.
Yeah, it's like, okay, then, whatever. But at least then I didn't have to go to any more musicals. So,
Okay. All right.
but I did enjoy it. I will say, if it comes to your town, go see it. It's quite entertaining.
All right.
All right, now let me take the testosterone out of my asshole and get back to work here. On to John Mellencamp.
You want me to read the story?
Sure, please do.
All right. John Mellencamp has spent decades perfecting his reputation as one of the classic rock's most uncompromising figureheads, one who's not afraid to shift into full-blown cantankerousness. Is that even a word? Cantankerousness?
I guess it is.
As needed. He displayed both qualities during his May 25th concert in Cleveland, warning the attendees that he would cut the performance short if they didn't shut the fuck up. The rocker made a stop at Playhouse Square as part of the ongoing live and in-person tour, outlining his expectations for the audience well before he hit the stage. According to Cleveland Scene, The venue posted signs in its lobby that warned the show respects theater etiquette. Following the 30-minute classic movie montage that opened the show, Mellencamp let it be known early in his set, I don't like people screaming from the fucking audience.
Yeah, well, then fucking send a video. Fuck you.
All right.
I'm tired of these. I personally, and I'm with him on that regard. It is really annoying when somebody's doing like a storyteller's thing and somebody yells out "Freebird" or something.
Yeah.
You know, that's annoying as shit. I
Sure.
get it, but it's also part of the deal.
Yeah, it's a performance type thing. It's just like it's a kind of a quiet theater setting, and it's just like, it's kind of like who was it? I think it was Doug Stanhope that was talking about, being a stand-up comic and having people yell from the audience. Tell the joke about the
Yeah. I know it's not cool, but just soldier on.
Yeah.
It's part. Nobody want. I mean, think about it this way, and maybe I'm thinking about it in a selfish way. And if I am, tell me. You
Okay.
go out. You've enjoyed this guy as a rocker for 40 years, but now you're supposed to go to his show. He's in town, and you're supposed to sit quietly until you're told to applaud.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck you. I'm gonna go have a few drinks, get a little rowdy. ROCK in the USA. You know, that's what I want to be doing.
Well,
I don't want to be sitting there.
I don't think that's what he's talking about. People, because the next line here is kind of telling, and
Okay.
this does get political.
Okay.
Yet that didn't stop one ticket holder from shouting at Mellencamp to play the fucking music after he reportedly appeared to criticize the United States. That's when the gloves came off. So, he was probably up there giving his political commentary.
Yeah.
And it didn't play out well for some people. It's just, well, you just shut up and play the tunes.
Yeah.
I can kind of get that a little bit.
Okay. So who are you with? Him or the fucking fans?
Well, I don't know what just reading the criteria of what the show is about, and the whole shut up and play.
Yeah.
No, I don't want to hear your commentary. Just shut up and play the songs.
Yeah.
But
nobody's paying him to fucking hear his socialist agenda.
Oh, I understand, but if that's what's part of the show, like you said, it's like a storyteller's. If I don't know, is this what this is?
I don't think so. I was only using that as an example.
Oh, okay. Well, again, I was just asking the question because I don't know.
No, I think it's just a concert.
Okay. All right. I didn't know if he was like telling stories between like kind of an intimate audience type thing, But yeah, people don't like the whole political commentary and social commentary between songs. They didn't come out for that. I feel the same way as the sports teams, which really turned me off to sports over the last few years, is because of being involved with social and political activism. It's like that's not what the sports teams are for. They're an entertainment thing.
Yeah,
it's like not everybody has the same viewpoint, and not everybody supports BLM, and not everybody supports George Floyd, and not everybody support or the gays, and all this trans shit going on. Not everybody supports that. Everybody supports your favorite team.
Yeah.
So why don't you be the team for everyone instead of the team that supports some political or social agenda?
Yeah, I just want to hear the songs. Last thing in the world. The last thing in the world I want to hear from John Mellencamp is his stance on fucking, capitalism. Shut up. Sing it into your dumb songs so I don't have to hear it.
Right.
When your new record comes out, I'll be sure not to hear it.
Right. Listen, hey, you guys, if these people don't shut the fuck up, I'm just going to leave, okay? Mellencamp told the audience, because I'm not used to this crap. Look, guys, if I want to play in this type of drunken environment, I'll play outside or I'd play in an arena. The Pink House's singer issued a similar warning during the March performance at Grand Prairie, Texas, telling the crowd before the mid-show acoustic portion, "This is the quiet part, so keep your fucking mouth shut."
See, fuck him. I would be yelling out every minute that there was a silent spot if he said that. I would absolutely get tossed out of that show.
Yeah.
Fuck him. Who is he?
Well, again, is that the decorum of the show?
It's a rock show.
Is it? I mean,
Yes.
again, I don't know. I don't know what the current tour is and what the premise of the tour is.
Well, let's just look on YouTube. I'm sure there's YouTube of it. Let's see. John Mellencamp, 2023 tour. I'm just looking for videos to see if there's any.
When a woman in the audience promptly broke the singer's rule and shouted his name, Mellencamp fired back, "What did I just fucking say? But thank you."
Yeah, fuck him.
Mellencamp launched the live and in-person tour in early February. The 76 date trek is scheduled to conclude June 24th in South Bend, Indiana. It's not too far from me.
Yeah.
He'll release his 25th album, Orpheus Descending, on June 2nd. The 71-year-old songwriter pleaded for an end to gun violence.
Yeah, fuck off.
It's just like that's such a topic that there's no answer to it. Taking away the rights of people to own guns is not going to stop gun violence. The people who are creating gun violence are probably using guns that they obtained illegally. They didn't go
most of the time.
They didn't go to the gun store and register and pass a background check just to go down and shoot up a store or shoot up a school. Didn't happen.
Nope.
I'm
I'm scrolling through this concert. This is a full show.
It's just a full music.
It's just all performance.
All right.
It's definitely not a storyteller thing.
All right. The 71-year-old songwriter pleaded for an end to gun violence on the lead single, Hey God, and lamented the homeless crisis on a follow-up single, The Eyes of the World. So again, it's political and social commentary.
Yeah. He's just another douche that thinks that everybody should shut up to listen to his fucking brilliance.
Right. Again, it's the Springsteen thing.
Mm-hmm. Springsteen, Roger Waters, all these fucking
what I have to say is important. It's just like, well, you know what? We're not interested in this. We just want to hear your hits.
Yeah, play the hits, take my $150 and fucking go to the next town, dick.
Yeah. I don't need to know what you think about how Orange Man bad. We don't need
that. Couldn't care less what you think about guns. I'm not going to give up my guns because I liked Paper and Fire, you fuck. So shut up.
You're preaching to the choir here. How do you end gun violence? How do you end, how do you end the homeless aside from have a no tolerance policy?
Mm-hmm.
Not allowing these people just to fill the streets like a swarm of locusts.
Yeah. I know this. You're not gonna get a room full of non-drunks in a Cleveland audience for a rock star. It's not gonna happen. You're gonna get drunk guys at a Cleveland, right? I mean, how many Cleveland shows have you been to?
Yeah, they two fist their beers every time they go to the stands. They're coming back with 2 beers.
Yeah, every time.
Not one is never enough. You got to have both.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you got to have 2 beers,
yeah.
And usually. At the bar, it's with a shot too. Usually it'd be like, give me a shot of Jameson and 2 beers. And you'll do the shot and then you'll walk away with your 2 beers.
Right, of course.
That's how you play.
Yep.
Fuck John Mellencamp, stupid dick. Comb your hair, fuckwad.
Yeah, it's just funny to see him all gray and white now.
It's pathetic to see him being this kind of a turd.
Yeah, well, I agree. It's just like enough with the whether it's him or anybody else, whether like
all
Roger Waters and I know you like Roger Waters.
I do.
And I know you like Springsteen. But I don't want to hear from them either.
No.
And you know what a fan I am of Mellencamp. I mean, I got all of his stuff. I've seen Mellencamp. I've met Mellencamp, on the Whenever We Wanted tour.
Yeah.
And I got a big signed poster that he signed and everything, which is cool. But I don't want to hear his political commentary. Don't care to hear it. Don't want to know about it. It's none of
here.
It's just like I like your songs, I like your
Yeah,
music, I like, the performances, but I don't need to know what your thoughts are on a political or social scale. I don't
yeah,
care.
and it's like with Waters, and I'll bring up Waters. You know his politics because it's ingrained into the music a lot of the time,
Of course.
and that's fine. Leave it ingrained there. Do your performance and make your message there. But this fucking turd with his now, with his tour book and whatever is just a scathing, hate of the right and of Trump and everything. It's like, shut up. You don't even live here, you dick. Nobody wants to hear your interpretation of our fucking politics.
Right.
You're a fucking foreigner. Shut up.
But I guarantee you that he's Roger Waters and a lot of these uh guys from England or even U2 from Ireland
Mm-hmm.
stuff, they take advantage of the tax breaks and the tax situations by becoming either citizens
Sure.
or something of these
Working visa or some shit. Yeah.
exactly of these other countries that they don't they can move their assets around.
Yeah. Dude, you mentioned Bono or U2. That was another funny fucking thing that Monty said on his podcast. He said, I'm sitting there watching the State of the Union and I see fucking Bono sitting next to Michelle Obama. And I just can't listen to that anymore. He's hysterical, man.
Yeah. Well, again, he's a guy who uses his platform to speak his mind.
He does. It does not give any fucks,
And
which is great.
and the difference between a Monty giving his viewpoint or us giving our viewpoint, you don't
Mhm.
pay for this.
Yeah, exactly.
You come here voluntarily if you want to hear us, or you can turn it off if you want to, but
Yeah.
you're not paying $150 to hear us talk per show.
Yeah, that's
you know,
exactly it.
you know.
Dude, as much as I hate that it's coming in faster and faster, I'm going to love when AI replaces these dicks. Because then we won't have to hear their fucking agenda. It'll just be music. Be like, all right, here's music by Joe's computer. Done.
Yeah.
Won't have to hear any politics from it.
Well, since we were talking about Roger Waters, I guess he
Yes.
got some hot water too.
Yes, he's in some hot waters himself.
Yeah, hot waters.
That's right.
Roger Hot Waters.
Mm-hmm.
Pink Floyd star Roger Waters is condemned over Nazi costume at a Berlin concert. You think Doro was there being upset about it?
I have thoughts on this. Go ahead.
All right. Police in Germany have launched an investigation into Pink Floyd co-founder Roger Waters after he fired an imitation machine gun while wearing a Nazi-inspired uniform at a concert in Berlin. The British bassist and singer was filmed wearing a long black coat and a red armband featuring crossed hammers instead of swastikas as he pretended to shoot the fake weapon during a skit between the songs. Germany has strict rules against the use of Nazi imagery, punishable by up to 3 years in prison, although its laws do allow exceptions for artistic or educational reasons.
Right.
Video clips and photos of the show at the German capital's Mercedes-Benz Arena on 17th of May have sparked outrage. Isn't the Mercedes-Benz Arena where the New Orleans Saints play?
Maybe that's the American version. I don't know.
I think that they also sponsor that arena down there in New Orleans.
Right. Okay.
Another image of the concert shows the name of the Holocaust victim, Anne Frank, in large letters as the backdrop. Critics include Israel's foreign ministry. It wrote on Twitter, "Good morning to everyone but Roger Waters, who spent the evening in Berlin. Yes, Berlin, desecrating the memory of Anne Frank and the 6 million Jews murdered in the Holocaust." U.S. campaign group Stop Anti-Semitism also accused Waters of denigrating the murder of Frank. It added, "Great news. Berlin has launched a criminal investigation." All
See,
right.
all right.
Berlin Police Chief Inspector Martin Hallweg confirmed to Sky News that officers had initiated criminal investigation proceedings in the case regarding suspicion of incitement of the people. He added
See,
that,
and stop there.
all
Stop
right,
there.
all right,
This is indeed the problem. And I know it's not our country, so we really don't get a choice in this. But this is ridiculous. Get over it. This shit happened fucking 90 years ago. Roger Waters doing a performance is not going to lead the new Hitler out there to fucking round up the Jews again.
right.
Okay, it's just not happening. That's the first thing. Second thing, Roger has been doing this bit
Yeah,
since 1980.
yeah, that's what I was saying. It's been 50 years almost.
Yeah, I mean, literally when The Wall came out, this was the bit. I think it's the same costume look as from when they did The Wall back in 1980 or 81, whenever they toured it. So get off. I mean, I saw it in 2010, and he was doing it. And you know what? So what? It's a performance. It's theatrical. You know that it's a theatrical performance.
Yeah, and when you go see Roger Waters again, much like Mellencamp, you know what you're going to get.
Yeah.
This is what you're going to get. If you're a fan and you paid X amount of dollars to go to this, you already know that this is the performance that Roger Waters does.
Yeah. And I'm sorry, people that lost family members in the Holocaust or whatever, but that day is done. We don't have to make it the big silent thing from here on out. Sorry, it happened. Now, and it's not like Roger's promoting it per se.
Well, see, that's interesting you say that, because the next line is, telling just
Okay.
your comment there.
Yeah.
The context of the stage clothes worn is likely to condone, justify, and glorify the Nazi dictatorship and arbitrary rule in a way that violates the dignity of the victims and thereby disturbs the public peace.
It's nonsense. That's nonsense.
It doesn't glorify.
What he's doing is using as heinous of an image as he can to showcase the action. That's what he's doing. He's showcasing that these horrible people did a horrible action.
Right.
He's not saying, hey, this is what you guys could do.
Yeah, look how cool this was.
Yeah, he's not saying that at all. And I hate defending Roger Waters. Of all the people I don't want to defend, he's one of them, because his ideas for the world is just fucking ridiculous.
Well, he's another socialist.
Yeah, he's a straight up socialist, communist, anti-human being person. So I don't want to defend him, but in this circumstance, he's right.
Yeah. All incriminating and exculpatory evidence will be collected for the preliminary investigation and will be used in the proceedings. Prosecutors will consider any possible charges once police have concluded their investigation.
Oh, well.
What investigation? All you have to do is just watch a video of the show.
Yeah.
What are you investigating?
All right. Zoom that back in. I got to see how he saluted. Was his arm all the way up, or was it down to where it wasn't an imitation of the Hitler salute?
Right. They might as well go find Phil Anselmo as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Go find him.
They banned him from playing there.
I know. I'm well aware. That's why I was just saying.
Yeah. Yeah, but they let Roger play. Why?
Yeah.
Money.
Yeah, of course. Big fans of the singer said that his performance was a recreation of the scene in Pink Floyd's 1982 film The Wall, based on the hit album of the same name, just like what you said. The movie features a character played by singer Bob Geldof, who is shown imagining he is a fascist dictator who used crossed hammers as a symbol. I mean, this is just a performance or a segment of The Wall. As part of his overall performance.
Yeah.
This isn't anything new, as Chris pointed out.
No. Nothing.
Waters has also defended his longtime use of such imagery and says is it intended to criticize groups such as the Nazis and show how it's very easy for populist politics to develop into fascism. Earlier this month, before the concert, he told the Katie Helper Show podcast, it's theater darling. The idea that no one can dress up in a fucking Nazi uniform ever to do anything in a theater or a film is ludicrous. Obviously, it's a parody. He added, I think the anti-Semitism is odious and the race and racist, and I condemn it unreservedly. It comes after Waters won a legal battle with the officials in Frankfurt who tried to cancel his planned concert in the city this Sunday, the 28th of May. Frankfurt City Council and the Heisen state government banned the show in a bid to set an example against anti-Semitism. The ban was overturned following a legal appeal by Waters. The solo star also had 2 planned shows in Poland canceled last year, reportedly over his view on the war in Ukraine.
Yeah, great, wonderful. No one cares.
The point that we don't like.
Yeah, all right. I got to answer this question just because it's absolutely a ridiculous question.
All right.
Would you try to get Roger Waters on Chris Aker Presents?
That would never happen.
That would never happen. I'd be lucky if I could get a minute with him standing outside of his bus as he walked on the bus. He's not that kind. When's the last time you saw Roger Waters on any podcast?
Never.
When's the last time you saw Roger Waters anywhere doing an interview? Honestly, when's the last time Roger Waters did an interview?
I mean, well, even going back to Mellencamp. Mellencamp doesn't do interviews.
No, of course not.
He doesn't do interviews unless it's like with Rolling Stone or something, you know?
Yeah.
And he does like one interview that is disseminated to all the other outlets.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he does something like maybe with the LA Times or something like that. And then it's distributed to everybody else, but he doesn't do interviews.
No. None of those kind. And when those kind do, they want the questions up front, which I would never do in any circumstance.
And not that this guy is relevant, as we've talked about over the last, couple years, is they would only do it on something like Howard Stern.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that's it.
That's it.
What they perceive as big still.
Yeah, well, of course. But what I'm saying,
Rogan, maybe.
But he's too middle of the road, maybe slightly conservative these days, to where they would reject him totally. It's, I wouldn't go on him. He's going to sandbag me.
Unless they have something big to promote.
Right. But the thing is they don't like hard questions.
No, not at all. Guy like Waters would never do Rogan.
No, hell no.
No way.
Nope.
He would go to Howard to have Howard lick his balls.
Right.
That I think he would do. He would definitely let Stern, lap up his fucking scrotum. But he definitely would not do Rogan or Tucker Carlson or any of that stuff.
Of course not.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'd love to do it, but no, whoever asked me that, it's not going to happen.
No. He doesn't do interviews.
No, instead you're getting the rods.
That's
you'll get the rods and like it.
Sure.
All right.
But again, with the artists and their political and social commentary, just be an artist for everyone.
Mm-hmm.
I get it. You're an artist and you have a message that you think needs to be said and all this, that, and the other, but you also have fans that don't lean the direction you do in your personal, political, or social view.
Well, and here's the bullshit part of it. They don't want you to say your fucking opinion back to them. They don't want you to question their opinion. They're all such spoiled little douchebags that if you want, I would be okay with John Mellencamp spewing his bullshit if there was a give and take in that.
Right.
But it's not. It's like, well, I'm the fucking important one here.
Yeah.
Well, no, you're not. You're important to play fucking pink houses. You're not important to fucking tell me about why I should donate all my money to a communal state. So fuck yourself.
Yep. It's just like there's no refuting my viewpoint.
None.
So yeah, I agree. It's just like again, I want artists, the entertainers, sports teams, people like that, organizations like that. Just
Mm-hmm.
just keep your political and
Yeah.
social viewpoints to yourself, and just be the entertainers that you are,
Yeah.
because in reality, especially when it comes to sports, it's an entertainment. That's all it is. It's
Yeah.
entertainment. You sit there
But
and just go, all right, home
yeah.
run, yay.
What do you think John Mellencamp, Roger Waters, Bruce Springsteen would do if they were taking one of their 15 cars in to get new tires and the fucking tire guy said, I got to tell you why capitalism's a good thing? What do you think they'd do? They'd be like, could you just fucking fix my
Yeah,
tires?
yeah, yeah, yeah. Just dude, I don't need to hear this. I'll
Yeah.
come back and pick up my car when it's done, or
Yeah.
I'll send one of my lackeys to come get it.
Exactly. But God forbid their fans do the same to them. God forbid. That's like a crime. You will take my message and like it.
Mm-hmm.
It's I have a platform. Fuck you. Nobody gave you that platform to spew your politics, Dick. Not one motherfucking person bought your record to hear your politics. No one did. They bought your record to hear those songs, not to give you a platform, as you like to call it, to tell us why we're stupid and need to vote the way you do. Shut the fuck up, sing fucking Paper on Fire, and eat a bag of dicks with all the rest of it. Fucking assholes.
Well, we stand to be corrected. Frank Bell has emailed in. He said Roger Waters did do the Joe Rogan podcast.
Okay, well, there you go. Good for him.
So
I'm sure that came with a list of what you can and can't ask. I've not heard it, but
I haven't either. I wasn't aware of it, but thank you, Frank Bell, for bringing us up to date.
yeah, thank you. I'll go look. I'll look it up.
Yeah,
I'll
I'll
listen
look
to
it
it.
up. Sure.
Sure.
My nephew, he often keeps me up to date with
Mm-hmm.
different things, and this is a little off topic, but as far as like controversial figures are concerned, especially in the past, anyway.
Sure.
I guess Andrew Dice Clay recently was interviewed by Rogan.
Okay.
I haven't heard it, but he said it was pretty good.
You mean the TV movie star now?
Is he a TV movie star?
Yeah, he's a movie star now.
What is he doing?
Well, he had a really good role in A Star Is Born. He was actually really good in that
Okay.
as Lady Gaga's dad.
Well, wasn't he? He was in that the Pamela Tommy Lee story, wasn't he? He was the guy.
He was the
He was distributing the video.
he was the mobster. Yeah, he was the mobster in that.
Like funding the money, but
Yeah,
putting up the money for that.
and he had a successful reality show for a while with him and his kid, where his kid was playing the drums and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean he's really kind of turned it around and made himself successful again.
Yeah, I mean he's
Good on
not
him.
he's not Ford Fairlane anymore.
What a terrible movie. I saw that fucker in the drive-in. This is how lame I used to be.
You used to be.
Because I wouldn't do this again.
I don't do lame shit anymore.
I won't say that, but I don't do as lame a shit. You know why I went to see Ford Fairlane
Okay.
at the drive-in? Because I was such a fucking Motley fan, and I wanted to see. I had heard that Motley played that new song in that Ford Fairlane movie,
Okay.
and I wanted to see it.
All right.
So I went to a drive-in to see it.
All right.
Like a douche. And that movie was terrible. Stop it, Jason Lundgren, you fucking moron. Says Ford Fairlane was an awesome movie. No, it wasn't.
Isn't it an awesome movie?
Not on any level is it awesome.
They're hanging off the Capitol Records building.
Yeah, it's not awesome on any level. Absolute trash. Yeah, but yeah, I did. I went and saw that dumb movie. Ugh, terrible.
Look at
Well, real quick. Oh,
Look,
good.
look at my memory recall, will you?
I don't know. You always remember this stuff. I don't remember.
I pull that shit up just like that.
Yeah, somebody mentions it. I usually have a story about something dumb I did, but yeah, I don't remember that stuff. But so you want to stay in the world of the stupid for a minute?
Well, let's stay topical.
All
Let's
right.
stay within the topic.
All right. Well, I don't have a story to read, but I'm aware of this story. Um, so the new Sports Illustrated swimsuit edition came with 81-year-old Martha Stewart on the cover.
Right.
What the hell happened to us? Our lives? How
Well,
is this a thing?
well, this goes back to the whole diversity and inclusion thing.
Yeah.
It's just like ageism is out, racism is out, discrimination is out, being selective is out, having, everything is out. Everything is on the table now.
Yeah.
I mean,
This is her.
for 81 years old, I mean, granted, I'm
She
sure
looks
they
fine.
use I'm sure they use airbrush and all that other stuff.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, her face doesn't look like an old lady face.
No, not at
I
all.
mean, she's not a fit, you know,
No.
lady. I mean, she's got the little belly going on there and
Yeah.
stuff.
She's
But
chunky with flapjacks. I
yeah,
mean, she's not.
yeah, she's got flapjack tits.
Yeah, that's not hot. I Sports Illustrated did not remember why people wanted the swimsuit issue.
Well, I mean, do you want to look at 81-year-old Martha Stewart, or do you want to look at a transgender?
I don't want to look at either anymore, and I won't.
Well, what I mean is, if you had to,
Yeah, I'd rather, I guess, Martha Stewart. I don't know.
right? Of course, at least she's
Yeah,
a chick. I mean, she's an old
yeah,
chick, but at least she's a chick.
yeah. But what's on the inside? I don't know what it is. Is there transgender dudes on the
Well, the
inside?
thing is I think, and again, I haven't seen a Sports Illustrated in 30 years, to be honest.
Right.
But I think Sports Illustrated has like they release like several covers.
Okay.
You know what I mean? They have, instead of just one cover, they have several covers, and I guess you might have to look it up that they featured a transgender as a swimsuit model.
I don't even want to see that.
And it's just like, you know, when was the last time you even looked at a Sports Illustrated? I got to be honest with you. I think the last time I actually saw a Sports Illustrated that I actually picked up, I'm talking about a physical copy
Mm-hmm.
that I actually picked up and leafed through, was like at a Hudson's bookstore, like at the airport or some shit,
Sure.
like back in the 90s.
I'm trying to think of, even if I saw one, maybe at a doctor's appointment or something. That's the only place I would see it. God, I don't even know.
I mean, back in the 70s and the 80s, the Sports Illustrated swimsuit edition was huge.
Right.
It was, I won't say that it bordered on softcore and porn, but it was hot chicks.
Mm-hmm.
It appealed to normal, regular, hetero dudes who find biological women hot.
Yeah.
And in today's market, Sports Illustrated, I don't even think that's a relevant magazine, is it? Does who
No, I don't know. Well, I mean, they still get quoted on the like football games and stuff, but
Okay, but the thing is when was the last time Sports Illustrated was actually relevant? Do you know anybody who go, dude, I picked up the latest Sports Illustrated,
no, not at all.
you know? And to be honest with you, for my personal preference, when I
Mm-hmm.
used to be into, a little more into sports when I was younger,
Right.
my favorite publication
Yeah.
was the Sporting News.
Yeah, I had a sub to the Sporting
Yeah,
News,
the
news
Sporting
forever.
News was way better. It was, I mean, it was a newspaper type thing,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but it
but
covered sports.
yeah, but it was an actual sports newspaper.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed reading and looking through that before I looked at a Sports Illustrated.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm with you 100%. 100%. You
Yeah,
know, it
so
just,
it's just I don't get it.
yeah, I don't know what's going on with that anymore. It's like, you know, you can look at this, which this I'm trying, this to my recollection is the last time I
Who is
ever had a sport. This Tyra Banks.
Oh, is that Tyra?
Yeah,
Huh,
that's
she's
Tyra. I mean, she was smoking hot,
oh,
and that's
she
the last time I remember actually picking up a Sports Illustrated. That was like '97.
alright. I don't remember, I never got into supermodels. I think you and I were talking the other
Mm-hmm.
day, and the only quote unquote supermodel that I ever liked was Kathy Ireland.
Kathy Ireland was hot.
She was the only one. Did
Yeah.
she ever do Sports Illustrated?
I don't know. Let's find out. Let's see.
She was the
She probably
only
did.
she's the only model, because I just don't find models that hot
Yeah.
because
Well, that's why I liked, and I'm with you on her. I liked her too. Um, you know, she had a little bit of meat on her. Same with Tyra Banks. You know, they don't look like they haven't eaten in 3 months. You know, so
well,
well,
what was really funny, I may have even told this story on the show, but I was flying from LA one morning. It was a Sunday morning. I do remember that. I was flying from LA back here to Chicago. And I was at the American Airlines ticket counter, yeah, waiting to get checked in. This was back in, I think it was like 2008 or something like that.
right.
And I had first class tickets, and I was waiting. That I don't like the whole wet look, but she was a good looking girl though. But
Mm-hmm.
regardless of that, so I'm standing there, and I turn around, and who's standing right next to me, right behind me?
Her.
Claudia Schiffer.
Nice.
So, but
But
she
see,
was,
to me, she was too thin.
yeah, but she was tall and she was actually taller than me. I'm 6 foot
Mm-hmm.
even. And
Right.
she was wearing her high heel boots. I remember that. And she was standing directly behind me in the line. And I'm
Right.
I'm going, holy shit, this is Claudia Schiffer.
Right.
I'm saying this in my head. I didn't say anything to her, but I knew who she was. And I looked at her, and she wasn't dolled up or anything. And it was just like,
Mm-hmm.
I don't get the appeal. Now, when she's all dolled up and walking the runway and all that other shit, I
Yeah.
mean, I guess she's attractive, but she didn't do anything for me. And I was like she
Mm.
was literally standing right next to me.
Nice.
And
Yeah.
I'm just like, oh,
She's.
this is Claudia Schiffer.
I mean,
Just,
she was pretty, but she
yeah,
was
she was pretty.
again to me she was too skinny.
Yeah.
Most of them, any of them that are on the extremes, from Elle McPherson to Lizzo, whichever extreme they're choosing to be is too much for me. I like kind of in the middle, where they look like they eat and they might fucking sit down with you and have a bowl of spaghetti or something.
A bowl of spaghetti. Can you find a good picture of or not Claudia, but Kathy Ireland? Can you find like
Oh,
one where she's like all dolled up and stuff? Not all wet and shit. She looks like a muskrat.
muskrat.
She looks like she was like building a nest or something.
People like the wet look.
I don't know. I want to see her all dolled up. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I
Yeah,
like her.
she looks good doing it.
She was the only quote unquote supermodel that I actually liked.
Yeah.
It's like she's just got that, she's just got a good look about her.
Yeah, she's got the George Jefferson eyebrows, though.
So whatever happened to her? I mean, she just disappeared and you never heard from her ever again.
I'm sure some multi-hundred millionaire married her,
Yeah,
took her right off the market and hid her away.
probably.
Well, let's look.
Hope she doesn't, find the same fate as Tina Turner.
All right, let's not curse anybody here.
Next
What
thing you know, we're gonna find out that Kathy Ireland did it.
I'm doing today. Kathy Ireland. She has her own licensing company, Kathy Ireland Worldwide, which has made her very wealthy and has inspired other models to follow in her footsteps. That's what she's doing today. She's
All right.
58.
All right. Too old for me.
No. Her daughter would be too old for you.
So funny.
Maybe her daughter's daughter might be the right age for you.
Right.
She probably would be. If she's 58, she could have a daughter that's potentially about
38.
38.
Yeah.
Which could have a daughter that's potentially about 18. It's
right
in your wheelhouse.
It's funny. How about that?
Well, I gave a little sperm to Kathy Ireland's image. That's for
Did
sure.
you?
Of
Did you?
course. Yeah. No doubt about that. There was some definite jerking going on to Kathy Ireland at some point. But now, now we have this one.
Well, there you are.
It's hard to believe that's even the same publication.
Well, again, is that even a relevant publication anymore?
No.
I mean, who even goes, oh, did you pick up the latest Sports Illustrated?
Yeah, no. Honestly, being deadly honest, where would you even buy a magazine?
You could probably still buy one at like a Walgreens or something, right? I don't know.
I haven't been in a store in 8 years. I have no idea where you'd pick one up.
Exactly. And who actually
drugstore maybe?
Well, who actually reads magazines anymore?
I don't know.
I mean, when was the last time you actually purchased a magazine?
Me personally, it's been ages, but it's probably when Rip went under. That's probably the last time I purchased a magazine, other than some of the Pamela Anderson Playboys, which then got stored in the speaker.
Right. Now, I'm trying to think here. I think my grocery store has a magazine section.
Okay.
I think.
Right.
Because I couldn't even tell you. I don't buy magazines. I haven't. And boy, I couldn't even begin to tell you the last time I bought a magazine. It's been decades.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I have no idea. I mean, I don't know. I know the drugstore used to have like big magazine racks. Why would you get a magazine? Why don't you just look it up on your fucking phone?
Well, that's the whole thing.
You know. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know who sells magazines anymore. Maybe Walmart.
Maybe. I haven't been in Walmart forever either. I would never.
I'll have to ask my mom. My mom has magazines in her bathroom, as we talked about last week. A segment that got a lot of fucking run. By the way, people with that fucking, I clipped up the bathroom thing that you didn't understand bathroom readers.
Right.
Dude, I must have had fucking 25 people that message. I read in the bathroom all the time.
Really? See, I'm never in the bathroom long enough to even make it worth my while.
The quote that I got most was that it's not to be in the bathroom for that long a time. It's if you're in the bathroom, then you've got something to do.
Okay.
That was kind of where they said that we weren't getting it, was that, and you know what? Fine. I don't get it. I still don't understand sitting there reading, because I don't know. Not that I read a whole lot, but when I do, I get kind of engrossed in it. Next thing you know, you fucking have two hemorrhoids poking out because your asshole's fucking pulling open from sitting there for an hour.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's what I was saying about your friend John. I said if he's in there reading, magazines because he has to be in there that long, it's just like you got some serious medical problems heading your way.
Yeah, he's always closing in on his asshole unfolding.
Right.
It's
like you're looking for a strong case of colon cancer, my friend.
Mm-hmm, exactly.
Yikes.
So
perfect 7.
There you go.
Perfect 7 every day. Every day. In fact, I just ordered 4 new canisters of Perfect 7.
There you go. Got to keep it flowing.
Exactly. It's good stuff.
Yep.
So you have anything else?
No, that's probably enough. That's an hour.
Yeah, that's an hour's worth. By the way, not that you care.
Mm-hmm.
We were talking about the Sports Illustrated, models.
Yeah.
Models I use loosely.
Okay.
So you either have an 81-year-old hag on the cover.
Yeah.
Or you have a transgender pop star.
Ugh.
Kim Petraeus, Petras. And
Okay.
again, Sports Illustrated, traditionally men's magazine. We're not looking for other dudes who are pretending to be women.
Okay.
Oh man, that's hot.
No.
It's like, no. What are you doing?
See, if you're denying it, it's because you really are it. Isn't that what they say?
I guess.
All right.
Shut up.
So this is a dude?
Yeah. Transgender
Wonderful.
pop star.
Wonderful. Okay. I'll put it up. And the word most used here, it. Okay. Let's see. Here we go.
All right. So you want to look at a dude who's got implants and whatever.
I'm sure Jackal's probably jerking to it.
All right. Enjoy that.
Yeah.
Enjoy.
What is this person doing?
They were a swimsuit model on Sports Illustrated.
Gross. No, don't. Let me see if I can find the Sports Illustrated. Sports Illustrated images. Yeah, I'm not really feeling this.
Why would you?
Yeah.
Why do you want to see a dude pretending to be a chick on the cover
Well,
of
you
Sports
don't.
Illustrated?
I'll bet, and again, this is me guessing at this point, but I'll bet this one fools a lot of people, though.
No, but thing is, if you're aware,
Yeah.
you would not be fooled.
Yeah, this one
You won't
definitely.
get fooled again.
This one would probably fool you till you try to fuck it, and it requires equipment.
Remember Crocodile Dundee? It's a Sheila.
Yeah, it's a Sheila, all right.
Oh, she almost looks like in the face. She looks like either a cross between Cameron Diaz,
Yeah,
and
Madonna.
and what's the chick from Kill Bill? What's her name?
Uma Thurman.
Yeah, it's kind of like a cross between those three.
Yeah, that's Uli Thurman.
Enjoy the dick, boys.
Yeah.
Yuck.
This world sucks.
I know.
This world just sucks.
I agree.
God damn it. Let me die. Jeez, man. Just awful.
All right. Well, let's play a few songs, clear the palate, come back, do the sponsored portion of the show.
That's right. I have stuff for that too. I have plenty of stuff tonight.
Oh, I kind of gathered.
Yeah, I have a good amount of stuff tonight.
So. All right. Well, since I went to see Halloween last night, which was a very good show. Skippy would like to hear Halloween Hold Sweat.
Okay.
So
is that the cover?
I don't know, to be honest with you.
Okay.
But anyway, you wanted to hear Hold Sweat by Halloween. So we're going to play a few tunes. If you want to get a request in, request at theclassicmetalshow.com. And, if I have time, I'll get to it. But let's play Halloween Cold Sweat. So here it is. It's Halloween exclusively here
on your Classic Metal Show.